Welcome. My name is Principal Rau, one of the vice principals here at Windsor High School, and we have come here today to talk about the AP program. A big decision for any student in high school is what level of course to take, what courses are really going to challenge them and are they really interested in. So today we're going to talk a little bit about AP students, we're going to talk about the AP program, and we're going to talk about what it means to be an AP student. I have gathered a group around me of current AP students who are going to share their views with you. So we're going to start with really the most basic question, which is why take an AP course and what led these students to their decisions to take AP? Sierra, why did you take an AP class?
I took an AP class. I think it's really important to, get used to what college is going to be like, to introduce like future career plans and everything. It's really great to learn a different work ethic. There's a lot of different aspects about it than a regular class, which I think is really good to be exposed to.
Michael, what made you decide to take on this challenge?
As a freshman, I took a lot of honors courses, and over the time I felt like I could be challenged a lot more, so that's the reason why I decided to take AP courses.
Elijah, how about you?
Similar to Michael, I felt as though challenging myself to a more intense course would be a better choice for me instead of just like going on like a baseline standard.
Amber?
I took AP classes because I wanted AP credit, so I'd have to take fewer classes in college.
Layla?
I think it's something colleges really look for. They want to see that you're challenging yourself in all your courses.
Finally, John?
Teachers just recommended me for it, so I kind of decided to try it out and see how it went. It's definitely something that I'm glad I did.
All right, as you can see, there are a lot of different reasons that students decide to take on the challenge of AP. Another issue is once you're in these classes and you're working day to day, they take on a different challenge than many, many courses here at the high school. So the next question I have for the group is, what has been the biggest challenge during your time taking either multiple AP classes or perhaps during your first AP experience?
The biggest challenge is definitely time management and getting the work done on time.
It is all about time management, and you have to know how to study properly or else you're really not going to do well in the class.
I've always been one of those people who's pretty good at budgeting their time, and some people have that naturally. And so the big thing for me was like pushing myself to want to know more. And it's sort of, it increases your sort of want to know more things and to be more intellectual about looking at how you live.
Shania, what about you?
The biggest thing for me was staying organized, because you do get a lot of like papers and stuff, so I'm the kind of person that tends to just like stuff everything together. But when you stay organized, you really like help yourself like plan things well, and you can also use it for your time management stuff.
How about you, Becca?
The biggest challenge for me, I think, was actually deciding which APs to take, because there's a lot of different subjects that I was interested in. There's lots of APs at Windsor High School, but obviously I can't take like eight APs in a year because I'm not crazy. So
Yeah, that is not recommended. Ashley, what about you?
For me, it was being able to change my study habits, because I would study more closer to the test versus the test is in May, so you don't just start studying in May, you got to study throughout the year.
Time management, definitely, and organization are two big things I had to step my game up with when it came down to taking AP classes.
One question I asked students to ponder is, what was the best part about taking an AP class?
I think the best part of taking an AP class, besides getting AP credit for college, is that you get to learn something that you are really passionate about. So you can take any of the classes that we offer on different topics and just pick which one you like.
I think you have to be conscientious about your work, and you have to take an interest in what you're learning. I think if you just look at, like due dates and workload, you're going to be pretty miserable doing it. But if you look at things that interest you and you really stress that, it'll make the whole AP experience a lot easier. And I think that's one of the things that I liked about my AP classes, is that I had an interest in all of them.
I think the best part is the people in the class, because in all of your classes you have people who are like you and who have the same interests as you.
I think the best part about AP is definitely the passion that you see in the students, because if they take it, then they're generally interested in the subject, and they are usually willing to help you if you have trouble on an assignment.
Well, I think that the coolest thing about taking an AP class is you're not just memorizing formulas or dates or, vocabulary words. You're learning things that are applicable to your life and that valuable study skills, how to write, how to back up your opinions, whatever it is, regardless of the class, it's really important to know how to do those things. I think it's important.
I think the best part about taking AP for me is that compared to some of the other level classes, I think you learn everything in a lot more depth and the knowledge kind of sticks with you more than other classes.
The best part of taking an AP class is that you're being challenged at a higher level than you would be in an honors or high honors level class.
I think the best part is definitely the independence that you gain from it, learning your own study techniques, time management, organization. It's all stuff that's really good for the future, and you're always going to have to use that.
The best part about taking an AP class is the fact that you do get college credit for it if your college accepts them, so that'll definitely save you a lot of time and money.
I would say the best part about an AP course is the realization of your potential as a student. Like the realization that you could take a really challenging course and potentially a college course as a high school student and actually do really well.
If you could give one piece of advice to a future student, what would it be?
The biggest piece of advice I could give is participate in class discussions. Don't just come and go and do the work and exist. You should participate because it's really interesting and you can learn a lot more that way.
And an advice I would give is to not study all at once and to break it up because then you get stressed and anxiety over a test. So breaking it up over the week would be good.
And my advice to a future AP student would be to do your work. Because if you do your work, you know what you need help with, so you know what to ask your teachers. And that way, you will, at the end of the class, you won't have that feeling that you could have done better if you really tried harder.
Do all the work. Don't fall behind because that'll end up really hurting you in the end.
Teachers are great, and that is probably my advice. Listen to your teachers, ask them questions because they're always willing to help.
You should always listen and pay attention, as well as make sure that your notes are beneficial to you.
And any advice I would give to anybody who wants to take AP would be probably just, to come in expecting to do a lot of work, but also to learn a lot.
I would say to only take APs in subjects that you really love, because if you take it in something that you're only kind of interested in or don't like at all, then you're just going to be miserable and sad.
I'd say enjoy the AP class. If it's going to get difficult, you're going to want to quit or stop, but stick to it. It's all worth it in the end, and especially when you get the college credit.
If I had to give a piece of advice, I would say if you're on the fence about whether or not to take an AP class, go for it, take it. It can't hurt you, it can only help you.